Okay.
Oh. On the ceremony.
Okay. Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for September 19, 2024, to order at 7:02 p.m. On roll call, we have council members Dennis. Here. Fasolo.
Here.
Gullivec. Here. Pellegrin. Here. Troisi. Here. Council President Sheridan. Here. Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, my lady. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our public meeting. With no further ado, let's get started. Would everybody please rise for our prayer and flag salute? Oh God, our Father, we ask you to bless our meeting, which we entrust to you in your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our hearts and implant therein a keen sense of justice and a greater love for you and our neighbors. Guide us in our deliberations so that our decisions will always please you and bring you peace and happiness to our community. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now, therefore, be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing a special meeting notice in the Record and Herald News, and also by posting such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on January 6th, 2024, and published on January 10th, 2024. Shanae?
Thank you. For approval of minutes, we have the August 15, 2024 regular meeting, August 15, 2024 work session meeting, August 15, 2024 executive session.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have council members Dennis.
Yes.
Fasolo.
Yes.
Golobeck.
Yes.
Pellegrin.
Yes.
Troisi.
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, we are going to go straight to the ordinances on first reading.
Just if you're following along with the agenda, we're waiting for the commander of the VFW to be present, and we'll push that off until we see her within the building.
Okay. We have resolution R-298-24, introduce ordinance number 24-20 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending and supplementing ordinance 21-15 entitled an ordinance to fix the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey for the year 2023 regarding part-time child care liaison position be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, October 17, 2024 at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk, being she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I have a question.
Yes, Tanisha.
In our consent agenda, we're appointing someone to this position, but we're on a first reading tonight?
Mike, do we have an answer for her?
Yeah, so that was a concern. The concern was that this is a position that we promised to her many months ago. So there was concern about delay, although I recognize the concern you raised. So that's why it's organized that way.
But this ordinance requires 2 readings,
It does.
but we can move forward with it tonight?
It's because of the concern about how long behind we are. So I raised the same concern, and there was a decision made to move forward with it despite that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any further discussion? If not, call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrini, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrini,
Yes.
Choisy,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-299-24, introduced ordinance number 24-21 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Section 7-13.1, parking prohibited at all times on certain streets to establish a no parking zone on Linden Avenue, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, October 17th, 2024, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk, being she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrini, second by Fasolo. On roll calls, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golombek,
Yes.
Pellegrini,
Yes.
Choisy,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-300-24, introduced ordinance number 24-22 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending Section 27-3.1, refuse containers and collection related to garbage receptacles specifications be passed and adopted on first reading. And be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, October 17, 2024, at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk, being she is hereby authorized to advertise in a legal newspaper a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Foligno, would you like to break this down for us?
Sure, Mayor. We had some concerns with rodents in town, and one of the issues is residents not properly putting their garbage in proper garbage cans or cans at all. So we took a look at our ordinance, happened to be from 1969, and it mentioned tin cans, nothing modern in it. So we, Kyle and I and the building inspector dug into it and brought it up to speed.
So, Mr. Foligno, this ordinance would insist on receptacles and lids on garbage cans?
Correct. More modern type cans that are commonly used nowadays, as opposed to the old tin trash cans that you're familiar with from years ago. And it gives certain sizes and stuff of that nature,
Yeah,
Mayor.
this makes a lot of sense. I'm glad that we are revisiting this ordinance. When you think about it, the animals are just like human beings. They need two things. They need food and water. And if you leave your garbage out in a plastic bag, they're going to smell the product that's inside of it, and they're going to eat it. Then all of a sudden you have a pet hanging around your house. So this is a very, very good update. May I have a motion? Anybody else want to speak on this, by the way? Oh, we didn't get the discussion. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just have a question. How are we going to communicate this after today to all of our residents?
How are we?
How are we going to communicate this? Like, the Waste Watcher handbook doesn't go out until January again. So how do we get this to
Mike,
our
do we have
residents?
a flyer that's going to go out, or a reverse 9/11
I
call?
mean, we don't like to use the reverse calls for stuff like this. It desensitizes people. If you want to do a flyer, it's probably going to cost you about $10,000 to get a mailer out. I would just say let's handle it case by case until we get to the new Waste Watchers. I don't believe that we need to notify every resident of this. They should know this. It's just tightening up our ordinance, so when we do get a complaint, we can handle it appropriately.
Don't we send out, even though it doesn't snow anymore, don't we send out a reminder about snow rules every year?
Not every year. We did that, probably every other year, and then we just incorporated that in the Waste Watchers as well.
So we're not
So-
doing that this year?
Unless the council wants it. I didn't plan on doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, but that whole flyer is now incorporated in the Waste Watchers.
Understood.
Now, Mr. Foligno, let's say we don't get a flyer out and it will come out in the waste pamphlet next year. Will there be warnings at the beginning to these people?
I believe the best course of action is always education and warnings first before we start, issuing our residents violations, and we usually get compliance that way. And then the stubborn ones that don't, then we charge them with an ordinance violation.
I would think in all fairness, a warning at first, and then the second time, that's when you bring the hammer down a little. Okay. Any further discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Golubek. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to ordinances on second reading. We have Resolution R-301-24, introduced ordinance number 24-18 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting sections 18-4.1, pool operation and maintenance, and 16-1.7, stagnant water, to address pool operation and maintenance was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, September 5th, 2024, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting, and whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance adopting sections 18-4.1, pool operation and maintenance, and 16-1.7, stagnant water, to address pool operation and maintenance, passed on final reading.
May I have a motion to open to the public?
So move.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I will close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have Resolution R-302-24, introduced ordinance number 24-19 on second reading, whereas the public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending sections 5-8.12, enforcement agency to allow for the building department's enforcement of the borough's farm animal prohibition was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, September 5th, 2024, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting, and whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same. Now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance amending section 5-8.12, enforcement agency to allow for the building department's enforcement of the borough's farm animal prohibition, passed on final reading.
May I have a motion to open to the public?
Second.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I'll close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
Second.
Call the roll, please.
First by Pellegrin, second by Fasolo. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
Yes.
Fasolo,
Yes.
Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
Yes.
Council President Sheridan.
Yes.
Motion carries. Moving on to the consent agenda. We have Resolution R-303-24, approval of payroll, R-304-24, approval of bills list, R-305-24, appoint Recreation Director, R-306-24, amendment of Emerald Isle Group, contract for personnel investigation services, R-307-24, resolution appointing hearing officer, R-308-24, appoint Redevelopment Council, McMahon, Scotland, and Bowman, LLC. Resolutions R-309-24 through R-317-24 have the same title. Approval of items of revenue and appropriation, NJS 40A:4-87. R-318-24, resolution establishing non-interest-bearing account for the Borough of Elmwood Park Police Department Evidence Trust Fund. R-319-24, award additional fees, Alignment Group Borough Tax Map Update. R-320-24, award proposal for professional services, Alignment Group Elmwood Drive Park Improvement Project. R-321-24, award proposal for design services, Alignment Group 2024 Borough Road Program. R-322-24, authorize final payment, current estimate number 6, change order number 5, Borough Park Turf Field. R-323-24, authorize vacation buyback. R-324-24, authorize additional funding, Special Counsel, Cannabis and Marijuana Administrative Board. R-325-24, amendment to the Fire Department stipend, second quarter compensation. R-326-24, authorized purchase of equipment. R-327-24, appoint child care liaison. R-328-24, establishing a donated sick leave program in the Elmwood Park Police Department. R-329-24, resignation of firefighter. R-330-24, leave of absence of firefighter. R-331-24, appointment of ladies auxiliary member. R-332-24, appointment of firefighters. R-333-24, hiring employees to staff the Elmwood Park Emergency Medical Service Unit. R-334-24, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
May I have a motion to accept the consent agenda?
So moved.
Did we get a second?
Yes, Council President Sher.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Yeah.
Hold it, hold it.
Um,
I'm not surprised.
R-328-24 says establishing a donated sick leave program. What is that?
The chief explain.
So we have a police officer that has a serious medical condition.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I saw that one.
All right.
Yep, sorry. And then, sorry, 308-24, are we changing our redevelopment council?
We don't have one right now.
It wasn't appointed back in January? Why did I think it was, okay. This one was left open. All right. This one was left open.
Nobody put in.
No one put in for it.
We had one, and they said that they can't do it anymore, so that was.
All right, thank you.
Any other further discussion? Call the roll, please.
Okay, first by Pellegrin, second by Council President Sheridan. On roll call, we have Councilmembers Dennis,
No to 305-24. I don't agree with the salary, and yes to the rest.
okay. Fasolo,
I'm going to recuse on 306-24, 329, 30, 31, and 32-24. Yes to the rest.
I'm sorry, 329, 30, 31.
29 to 32.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Golubek,
Yes.
Pellegrin,
Yes.
Troisi,
I'm going to recuse on 306-24, 325-24, 329-24 through 332-24. Yes to the rest.
okay. Council President Sheridan,
Yes.
motion carries. At this time, we have mayoral appointments. We have Andrew Tessalino for Planning Board member, unexpired term. Eric Sampson, Planning Board alternate number 1 for an unexpired term. And Jeffrey Freitag Jr., Planning Board alternate number 2, unexpired term. Next, we have departmental reports. We have the Zoning Board meeting minutes from June 26, 2024, and the Board of Health meeting minutes from June 10th, 2024.
May I have a motion to accept the departmental reports? Excuse me.
Okay.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, Mayor, at this time,
It's that time again
yes.
for council reports?
No, do you want to do the proclamation?
Oh, yes.
So at this time, we're going to have our proclamation for the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States 125th anniversary. I'm going to turn the meeting over to Mayor Coletti.
Thank you. At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to recognize the veterans of foreign wars, plural, 125th anniversary. And it's only fitting that we read a proclamation and have eventually this formalized and given to you to display at the VFW. So I will read the proclamation. Whereas the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States, the VFW, was founded in 1899. That's a long time ago. By a small group of veterans whom returned from campaigns on Cuba and in the Philippines, band together, created a veterans organization that would advocate on behalf of all veterans. And whereas the VFW is nonprofit, veteran service organization comprised of eligible veterans and military service members from the active guard and reserve forces. And whereas the VFW mission is to foster camaraderie, among United States veterans of overseas conflicts to serve our veterans, the military, and our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans. And whereas, since its inception, the VFW has been instrumental in establishing a veteran administrations, the National Cemetery System, and the creation of every National Veterans Memorial. Wow, that's impressive. Whereas the VFW has played a vital role in virtually every significant piece of veteran legislation passed in 20th and the 21st centuries, to include the Honorable our PAT Act, the most significant expansion of veteran benefits in the United States. And whereas the VFW 125th anniversary is being observed on September 29th, 2024, this day shall officially be known as VFW Day, and now therefore be it resolved that I, Mayor Coletti of Elmwood Park, do hereby proclaim September 29th as VFW Day in honor of the VFW's invaluable contributions to the veterans community in the city of Elmwood Park and around the world. We hereby stand with the VFW to ensure veterans are respected for their services, also receive their earned entitlements, and are recognized for the satisfaction that they, their loved ones, have made on behalf of this great country. I'm going to ask the council to speak on the subject. We'll start with you, Pam.
Congratulations to the VFW for your 125-year legacy of service to our veterans and their families. Thank you to William Mulligan Post 281 for your contributions to our community. Tomorrow, September 20th, commemorates National Prisoner of War and Missing in Action Recognition Day. 83,000 servicemen still remain missing and unaccounted for. The VFW's resolute and perseverance to advocate without rest to account for those missing, no matter how long it has been, is truly admirable. Thank you.
Council President Terry Sheridan.
Thank you. I want to say, Yahara, I want to say thank you for stepping up and taking over. Believe it or not, 4 years ago, there was almost not a VFW in Elmwood Park. But thanks to the council, thanks to the chief, we stuck it out. I went for help and we kept it together. So I just want to say thank you very much for stepping up. If you need anything, you know I'm here for you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Pellegrin.
Yes, congratulations on the 125 years that you've done so much. The VFWs have done so much for our veterans. We're a military family, so I kind of know what it means. And the work that you do to aid our veterans is unbelievable. I hear a lot through Terry, I hear a lot through the veterans, and you have been doing this for so many years, and it's such a great organization we have in our community, and I have the utmost respect for your dedication to help others. So thank you for all you do for our veterans and all you do for our community. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Yahara, and everyone else there that works so hard.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Golombek.
Thank you, Mayor. Commander, thank you for being with us. Congratulations to the VFW, both here and nationwide. Wonderful organization that does tremendous things for our community and our nation as a whole. So thank you, and I'm glad we were able to recognize this anniversary. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Fasolo.
To the VFW, congratulations on your 125th anniversary here in Elmwood Park. This milestone is a testament to the courage, dedication, and resilience of those who have served our country. To our veterans who are part of the organization, thank you for your selfless service and sacrifice. You have faced unimaginable challenges, yet you have always risen to defend our freedoms and protect our way of life. Your commitment extends beyond the battlefield. It resonates deeply within our community, inspiring us all to stand together in unity and service. As we celebrate the significant anniversary, let us honor your legacy and the invaluable contributions you continue to make. Your bravery has shaped our history, and our presence enriches our community every day. Thank you for your service, your sacrifice, and for being shining examples of patriotism. Here's to many more years of service. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Councilwoman Dennis?
Congratulations on your 125th anniversary. Just like as my colleagues said, thank you for your commitment to our families, those that have served. I'm wishing you many, many more years. And again, thank you to those that help keep this organization within Elmwood Park. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I look back some 2-3 years ago, maybe I think it might even been a little further back, and the VFW was in trouble. Trouble because of attendance, and the new veterans weren't coming in like the old ones did from World War II and the Korean War. And it was hard to keep an organization in the black with a situation like that. But we had people such as our commander, Mr. Boone also, and Terry Sheridan, that put their foot down and said that this is not going to go away. We're going to protect this organization, and they did. And today, if you look at the VFW, we're sitting right now, it's flourishing, and is a great organization that we could all be proud of. And I commend you all, and I'm sure everybody in the council is saying the same thing, that you did not let it go by the wayside. And most important, we're grateful that we have the VFW with us here in Elmwood Park. Madam Clerk, where are we?
Council reports.
Council reports. Okay, we're going to just, we'll start with Councilwoman Dennis.
Sure. Really quickly, Community Day was a great success. We had a lot of people out there, and it takes a lot of effort behind the scenes. So I want to thank all of the employees and vendors that got together to make that such a successful event this year. Every year, the participation gets bigger and bigger. My excitement was the Wendy's girl. I mean, something as small as that makes the event a lot of fun. So thank you to everybody that came out, those that had a good time, and those that participated. Hopefully next year it's bigger and better. And while the council will go over all the various events coming up, there's one that I wanted to highlight for the month of October. On Sunday, October 20th, there's a breast cancer awareness charity event being held at the rec field. It's being put on by Warrior Goddess Fitness. They're looking for vendors to fill that event, and they're also going to have a pink Zumba party on the lawn. That event is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're hoping not only to get more vendors, but to ensure that everyone participates and makes a donation to the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Fasolo.
Thank you, Mayor. I also want to commend everybody involved in planning Community Day. It was a great success. And then as well as the fireworks, it was great that it all worked out. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Golombek.
Thank you, Mayor. I too want to compliment everyone that was involved with Community Day. We're just doing it better and better every single year, so that's tremendous. And I also like to welcome Mr. Fava as our Recreation Director. I look forward to working with him and watching the Recreation Department and Park System continue to grow, expand, and improve. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Pellegrin.
Yes, good evening. I would also like to congratulate Dale Fava for being appointed as our new Recreation Director. I want to welcome him to our team, and I wish him a long and successful career in our community. My Board of Health update: save the date for the 4th Annual Elmwood Park Celebrate Senior event. It will be held on Saturday, October 5th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Location: Market Street from Mola Boulevard to Pine Street. There will be many activities, entertainment, refreshments, plus prizes and giveaways. Come be a part of this great day. Their next regular meeting will be held on October 14th at 7 p.m. All are welcome to attend. Today was Fight the Flu Clinic. 20 residents got their free flu shots right here in Borough Hall. Residents Assistance Program update. Stomp Out Hunger event will be on September 28th at 2 p.m. We're working with the Chamber of Commerce on this. Together, we will march to fight hunger in our Elmwood Park community. We will be meeting on the corner of, now it's going to be Washington Ave and Mola Boulevard, and we're going to be marching down to Falmouth Ave to our pantry. And we're just going to show unity and helping those in need. And we want as many people to be there as possible, so please come out, support. And there's some items that the pantry is looking for. I'll just mention them real quick. Peanut butter, pasta, juice, tuna, cereal, honey, rice, canned soups and vegetables, granola bars, crackers, and pet food. If you have any questions, please call Angela Fava at 201-796-1457, extension 2015. Also, the Residents Assistance Program on October 19th, we will having DJ Storms in association with East Coast Professional Wrestling will present Battle in the Borough. The cost is $25. Location is Elmwood Park Recreation Center. The meet and greet will be 6 p.m. Any questions, call 201-507-2577. And the proceeds are going to the Residents Assistance Program. Police update. The Cones with the Cop event at Four Seasons Ice Cream Parlor is going on right now. It was from 6 to 8 p.m. Free ice cream for children under the 17 and under. Also, there would be games, music, and much more. Happening on October 6th, Sunday, football game and cornhole tournament, Giants versus Seahawks at Elmwood Park Recreation Center. Doors open at 4 p.m. for the tournament, and the game starts at 5 p.m. To register or for any other questions, please call 551-329-8183. And this Saturday, September 21st, come join me and Council President Sheridan for Council Corner. Time is 1 p.m., location Borough Hall in the all-purpose room. Guest speaker will be Mayor Coletti. Please be part of the conversation and let your voice be heard. One more. Today was the Bag for Hunger event. A big thank you to our Elmwood Park and Sarah ShopRite for working with our community to help those in need. Our local ShopRite has a great partnership with all our local officials to help feed those in need. We truly appreciate all they do for our Elmwood Park community. Some of us were there today, and we actually bagged food at the registers, and ShopRite in Elmwood Park does a real lot for our community. Mr. and Sarah is so generous with everything he does, and whenever we need something, they're there for us. So support our local ShopRite. They're really good to our community. And lastly, Community Day was great. The weather was beautiful. It was so nice to see so many of our residents out and about enjoying the day, and it ended with a beautiful fireworks ceremony, and everything was so special. And like some of my colleagues says, it gets bigger and better every year. And I know the chief takes the lead with that, so I'd like to give him some credit for that, because our events here are getting bigger and better, and there's a lot of effort put in. And if we look a little tired lately, we are, because we've been working really hard. But when we see the joy in our residents' faces, it really makes a difference to us, and that's why we do what we do. So thank you, and progress.
So true, so true. A lot going on. This was a very busy month coming out of the summer. And I must admit, there was not too many things in this life that I haven't done as a job. And today I got the privilege of packing people's groceries in a bag. And now I feel much better because I got the taste of it. And I also, along with Lorraine and the police chief, and we all were honored to have that moment. Councilwoman Troisi.
I would also like to congratulate the new rec director, Del Fava. I'm looking forward to working with him. Morning and aftercare started on 9/5 and is currently at full capacity. Adult volleyball will start on October 2nd and will run every Wednesday until November 20th. It's open to anyone over 18, and the cost is $10 a week. Crafty Cats is expected to start on October 2nd on Wednesday nights until November 13th. Cost is $150 per child. There are still spots available to sign up. The Built by Me STEM class begins on September 24th, and that will be on Tuesdays until October 29th. It will be held in the hut. Registration is open for rec basketball grades 3rd through 8th for both boys and girls on Community Pass. They are looking for more coaches for the 3rd and 4th grade and the 5th and 6th grade. So if anybody is interested, please reach out to the rec. Travel season has started for Crew Soccer. Their fall clinic starts tomorrow. The next rec board meeting is October 21st. The Board of Ed meeting is Tuesday, 9/24, but I understand there may be a change in venue, correct? All right, so Getting out of school, I believe it will be held at. And the, are you going to do the homeowners association candidates thing, or you want me to? Okay. The homeowners association will be holding candidates night next Wednesday, September 25th at 7 p.m. for both the council candidates as well as the Board of Education candidates. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Council President Sheridan.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to say congratulations to Dale Fava. Looking forward to working with you. Second is the Vietnam Memorial. That will be unveiled on Saturday, October 19th at 11 o'clock on the corner of Van Riper and Mower Boulevard. And then after that, we will be going over to the rec center. Please tell everyone, every veteran, anybody that served in a war, the more, the merrier. That's it. Progress, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Just like to talk a little about some of these community events that have been evolving over the last 4 or 5 years. The concerts in the summer and typical of what's happening, I believe it's still happening at this point, Cones with the Cops down the street at the ice cream parlor, and then Community Day. What I've been witnessing, and that's from being involved in this town for 25 years, I've been witnessing a renaissance in the mood of people that, hey, this is a very joyful occasion. This is my town. I feel very relaxed here. I don't want to go nowhere else. And I think we're all achieving that with our endeavors, with all these community projects, and we have the utmost support from our BA Police Chief, Mike Foligno. You put that all together with all the council people and the police department, fire department, ambulance department, all that aid us in these different scenarios of community involvement. And it just brings one word to my mind, and that is a joy. May I have a motion to open the floor to the public?
Second.
If there's no objections, I'll open the floor for public comments. Anyone from the public that wishes to be heard, please come forward, state your name and your address for public record, and keep comments to under 10 minutes. Kenny, how are you, Kenny? Good to see you again. So you're on Community Day. And the mic, turn it on, Ken. Bring the mic down.
It's on now.
Bring it down to your
Oh,
mouth.
sure. No
There you
problem.
go. There you go.
Councilmen and council ladies and mayor, please, we gotta do one thing we need to do. We gotta send a letter to the fireworks people and tell them it was a very great show. We need to send a letter to them. I think it was a great show.
You enjoyed it.
I never seen the fireworks like the way we had in town. And I want to tell you, Mayor, we need to do this more often. It's better to see it going on, that we know we have a good spot, and that we know now we can fireworks where it is, and we know we can do it. And we should have it every month, every year, at least something we have. that we need, because I think the fireworks were a beautiful show. And even the chief would tell you the same thing, because I know he was there. I watched him.
All right. All right, Ken. Well, Kenny, we got to be thankful of the diligence with our police chief and our school
Right.
board and superintendent.
Right.
They made it all possible after we put the new turf field over here. We
Right.
kind of limited ourselves.
But I'm just saying to you, we should send a letter to everybody.
Okay.
Send it to the school and tell them thank you for our town to do it for us. And we should have like, we number one, we should be,
There you go.
we should have everything going on. And we should say, we want to say thank you to everybody.
Okay.
That's what we should do. That's what I feel.
Here, here. Let's hear for Kenny. Come on.
I thought you were going to like what I say, Mayor, because I want to tell you, you missed a great show. I don't think you were there. I was looking for you.
You're smoking me out?
I know you were not there, because I know I was looking for you.
You know, at my age, you got to be in bed by 8 o'clock.
Oh, come on, Mayor. But it was a special night. You should have been there.
You're right, I wasn't there. But I was at Community Day all day.
I know, but you should have been at the fireworks,
All
too.
right, okay, you got me. You
You
got
should.
me.
Because it's a beautiful time. You should see it. Everybody was laughing. Everyone was so happy, and it was a nice time, a night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, do you want me to go to jail for?
No, but I'm just saying to you, you should be there next time when they have fireworks. This way you're there, you can watch it too, because you're number one for us. And if you're not there, it look like our town does not care.
Wow, I can't believe how profound what you're saying is. All right, Kenny, I'm listening to you.
Right.
Mike, you make sure, if I'm not there, you send an escort.
I'll send Kenny to your house if you're not there next time.
Right.
With handcuffs.
I'm just trying to tell you, I
And
just
bring me
want you
over.
there because it was a beautiful show.
Yeah.
It was so nice. I never seen like fireworks with a little circles in them. It was nice.
And I wasn't there.
Right.
All right, Kenny.
Right.
I get the point.
Right.
Thank you very much. Anything else you want to say?
I just want to say that Liz Morgan still has the belt. And I want to tell you that we should do something for her because she keeps going in different countries and runs our town.
Yeah, you had mentioned that. Mike, we honored her already once, right?
No, we didn't. No.
Oh,
That's what I said. We never did it.
yeah. All right.
Because she went to, listen to this. She went to Saudi Arabia and she was there and our town was announced in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
And she was in Canada and our town was named again in Canada. So what do you think, Mayor? We are famous.
Yeah.
We are famous.
You're right. We should recognize her.
Right. We are famous in the town.
But the day we recognize her, you're going to read. You're going
Right?
to
What do you think, guys? Right? We're famous?
get Kenny. The night we recognize her, you're going to be part of the ceremony.
Okay, Mayor.
All
I
right.
will be there.
All right. Now make sure you show up.
Oh, I will definitely show up. If you
Otherwise
do
I'll
it, you tell me that what day and I'll be there.
All right. Otherwise, I'm sending the police car
Oh,
over.
I'll definitely be over there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Kenny. Anyone else care to speak? Yes, John.
Hi, my name is John DiMarzio, and I'm the president of the Elmo Park Board of Health. We are going to be hosting our 4th annual Elmo Park Celebrate Seniors event on Saturday, October 5th between 11 o'clock and 3 o'clock. It'll be held hopefully this year on the outside. We'll have it on Market Street between Mola Boulevard and Pine Street. This is a day that we dedicate to our senior community, their family and friends. We have over 65 vendors and counting. There's a lot of people that are just so interested in coming. And the good thing is that they're all passionate about what they do. So that just brings a whole wonderful vibe. There'll be a lot of resources, information, reputable foundations and organizations, nonprofits and companies We will be offering free food, free Mr. Softy ice cream, free raffles and prizes. The prizes are really wonderful. And one of the board members, Lucia, she puts baskets together and she does such a phenomenal job. And it's just a great way to give back to the community. And there's no money. You don't have to pay anything for it because we're giving back to the community. This year, God willing, we'll have cars and other vehicles there. And we'll have great entertainment. And we'll be honoring 2 of the elders, citizens in Elmwood Park, and hopefully there'll be some veterans as well. We have the Bergen County Division of Veterans Affairs, and they're coming and they'll be presenting awards to them. And then I know the mayor always, adds something to it, something good. We do have some dignitaries coming, but we'll find out more when we get closer to the event. And if it does rain, which it's not going to, right, because third time's a charm, we'll have it inside the recreation and senior centers.
Thank you very much, John. Council, would anybody like to comment on this ongoing community event that's been very successful surrounding our seniors? Anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to say
Yes,
something. John,
please.
I just want to commend your dedication to this event for the last 4 years, and it's truly, every year it does get better, and I'm sure I know the seniors appreciate everything you do for them and for our community, so thank you.
Well, thank you. Well, next year's our 5th, so I think we should do something really big too, So we accept ideas too, so if you guys have ideas, please let us know.
John, today there were some people online asking about cones with the cops, and they were a little offended that it was for children under 17. So it would be nice if you could go online, let them know that Mr. Softy is going to be at the next event and entice them to come out. But I do want to thank you for your dedication to this event. I know how hard you work. I've seen you do it. I know it's very tiresome and it takes a lot of energy and time, but I thank you for sticking out all this time that you're doing, and it's your 4th year, and every year it gets bigger and bigger, and that's just a testament to how hard you and your team are working. So thank you for doing this, and I will be there for Mr. Softy ice cream as well
Excellent,
as all the
thank
other
you,
vendors you
great.
have there.
Well, we had ice, with some kind of ice kind of thing, and it didn't really work out, but this year we're going to really treat people. And the thing is, like I said, to give back to the community, and that's what we're doing. So it kind of sets us apart because, let's face it, a lot of us, we gave so much out of our lives, and this is just a nice way to give back. You don't have to worry about anything. And thank you for that comment, both of you. It's very well appreciated.
I'd like
And we
to
have
say
a-
something too.
We do have a great board too. I just have to, commend them as well. For, a couple older guys, we do pretty okay.
I would just like to say, as the liaison for the last several years, this board works tremendous. It's led by you, John, with Senior Day, and you do put in a tremendous amount of effort, and you really work hard at it, and it shows. And the board is wonderful to work with. They always have great ideas, and they always work so hard, and they're such a caring group of people, and I'm really proud to work alongside of all of them. So,
Thank you.
another successful year it'll be.
John, I just want to thank you as well. It's always a great time. The seniors that are showing up, they're dancing, they're having a wonderful time. The vendors that you have come are great, and every year it gets better and better, from the entertainment to the decorations. I just want to thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Pam.
Please.
Thank you, Mayor. John, I just want to say thank you very much. Before I got on the council, I was on the Board of Health, and you got a great group of people. I mean, everybody gets along. I mean, they're just a great bunch of people. I mean, it gets better. I mean, I can't wait. And it's not going to rain. Good job.
Thank you.
Mr. Goldenbeck.
John, did you get my RSVP this year?
I have to look because I know I got.
did it.
I think I'm
One year I
missing
had
one.
RSVP, that's the inside joke.
Because
So,
I sent an email blast to all the council and the mayor.
Yeah, I RSVP'd.
Thank you. I have to look because I have so many other emails.
Well, thank you for everything you do. I think the coolest thing about this is that you kind of created an original event kind of out of thin air.
Yeah.
One that doesn't really exist in many towns, and they haven't caught on, but it's it's a really cool thing. So thank you, and I'm looking forward to it for our residents. So.
Thank you, Dan.
A very good point, Mr. Goldenbeck, of how he created it, and he's got good people around him, and it only adds to the whole sum of what we're doing with our community. Now, there's people out there that might be saying that all we do is sit up here and throw bouquets at each other. That's not the case. The proof is in the pudding. The mood I was talking about before is in the streets. There's no denying that. So these people that have no skin in the game in terms of making money on any of these organizations and entities are here because they love the town and they want to progress. So with that, I'm very proud to be the mayor of this town. And John, I got to say that you're becoming more relaxed with this year after year. I remember the first year I was next to you, I actually felt you vibrating, which was a good thing because I knew you were concerned. And when we become overconfident, that's when we make mistakes. And you weren't making no mistakes because you were completely focused. And year after year after year, it's got better and better. Once again, can't wait to the event.
Well, wait until October 4th and 5th, then you're going to see me. And I do want to also say something. We have a wonderful secretary and registrar, but in this case, it's our secretary. So, you know, we're just, you know, so ecstatic. We just appreciate all the work that you've done, you know, for this event and just for us in general. So, thank you, Shanae, for your help. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thank you, John. We'll certainly see you at the event. Anybody else care to speak on any subject whatsoever? If not, I will close the public portion. And I think, do we have anything? We have executive. So I'm going to need a motion to go into executive. Motion, please, to go into executive. I need a second. All in favor?
Yes.
What's that?
Whereas the Open Public Meeting Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231, it permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances. And whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss litigation and legal reports, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time.